So welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, it's where I talk about twin flame process. These are the readings for April 2021, and these readings are, you can watch these, you can watch all of them if you want. They are by sign. I feel really strongly actually this month. They're corresponding more to moon signs for some reason, because when I started doing the first one, they started talking about the moon, and also in the second one as well. So yeah, I think you probably want to watch your moon sign and your sun sign, at least that. And also ascendant is good. Watch your twin sign. Watch them all. There's all good information in all of them. And if you wanted to get a personal reading, all the details are in the box below. And what else did I want to say? Yes, that's it, I think. I'll get on with the readings now. Lots of love. Take care. Bye. So here's your reading for April 2021. Let's see what they've got to say. Alright, so I'm seeing a bee and a moon. What does that mean? Bee. It's more like one of those little hovering insects, actually. Hovering. Let's see what that means. So in some respect, a little bit hovering. Almost like treading water. Till the next moon, which is coming up at the end of April. So not much going on, Virgo, energetically. Let's see. But I think it was maybe quite a bit going on physically, because it's like, again, the bee, it's like a busy bee. Nine of Wands, the ending, the completion of the cycle of the masculine, ending of the energetic process of the masculine. Five of Wands is change. Coming out of chaos, it's upside down. Five represents chaos, which is ego. You know, the fear ego is chaotic, isn't it? It's all the like torment and the troubles, drama, strife. Even like all the upgrading that the masculine goes through, which is the releasing of the ego, the dropping of the ego, and the coming out of the egoic patterns, coming into higher self. Even that is a chaotic process, because it's an up and down process. It's not just a straight up ascension, because it's in connection. So it's a connected ascension, basically. Just need to move this out of the way, excuse me. Okay, coming out of chaos, masculine coming out of chaos. Now, if you're Virgo, you're looking at your masculine in whatever sign they are. And if you're looking at this because your masculine is a Virgo, then that's that as well. Always. Empress, rebirth. Something coming into being in the physical due to that process, ending of the cycle, coming out of the chaos, and change because of that, because always chaos creates change. Even at the moment you're in the chaos, it doesn't seem like it is, because it's just chaotic, but it's always shifting things. Chaos comes into the physical dimension as a replication of what's going on energetically, and when things are shifting energetically, they show up as chaos. They show up as confusion in the physical world. Things not matching up to expectations. Things not showing up as you want them to. So that's the masculine. As they come through to the end of their process, it's them coming out of the shifting that they have to go through. The masculine, right, the drama that you witness. So if you're feminine and you're watching your masculine's process, you're going to see all this stuff coming up that you don't like, of what they're doing in the physical world. They're in this relationship, then they're in that relationship, and then maybe they get married to that person. All of it's not with you, right, in the physical, because you go into separation. You have to go into separation. If you don't go into separation, you're still going to get that chaos coming up in your actual physical relationship. It's not matching up to expectation. It's got potential, but it's not arriving at the expectation of that potential. It's always going wrong. It's always like turning, that's the drama of the physical connection, and it's how you're upgrading in terms of up-leveling to higher self, because it's releasing of ego. So things will never show up as expected because they can't, because ego has to be disproved, right, before you can have the resolution, which is things coming from a higher energetic perspective, rebirth, which is things showing up from unconditional love, things showing up from seeing is believing, right? When it shows up in the physical, it has to be proved that it's coming from unconditional love. So it has to go away first, or it has to be disproved first egoically. So it's like for some people, a lengthy separation from the one that they know that there is love existing from, the higher echelon of love. I know they love me. I know I love them. Why can't this work out in the physical when I know they love me and I know that I love them? Because it has to be disproved through what they do, which is all about ego. I'm going to marry this person because it looks all right on paper. I'm going to get into this relationship because I think it's time for me to have children. I'm going to go and work over here in this job because it's going to make lots and lots of money. Whatever it is that causes them to not be with you, it's the releasing of the ego that they're doing it for. They have to go into it, towards it, do it, to release it. It's chaos and confusion when they do it. It's chaos and confusion for them because they don't know why they're doing it from a heart level. It's chaos and confusion for you because you don't know why they're doing it from a heart level. And all it appears to do is hurt from a heart level. That's the breaking of the heart and the opening of the heart that you come into, that's the rebirth. So, got that showing up for Virgo. Every moment of this journey is rebirth because you're always shifting energetically into the physical reunion. So every single moment you're alive, something is shifting, right? It's never at a standstill, even in separations, particularly in separation. You have to go into separation. If you don't go into separation, all you'll get is the drama playing out, repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating until you do. Because part of it is a let go that you have to go into. That's the let go of that. That's the power in you that brings about the resolution and the rebirth in the physical of what is unconditional love. Both of you have to do that. Get one more out. Devil, pulling it together. So the energy pulls it together, right? So again, something here this month about resolution around ego is what we're talking about, because it's the ending of the masculine process, which is the ending of the ego. Change due to that and coming out of chaos and confusion. Rebirth of the energetic connection. So as this process, what appears to be you being taken away from someone, continues, for how long that goes on for, what's actually happening energetically is you both being brought into alignment, rolling it in to where you're both on the head of the pin, ready to come back together through the dissolution of the ego. So that's what's actually happening, right? So in the physical, it looks like separation and moving apart. And in the energetic, it's actually coming together to be reborn from a state of clarity and understanding and release, and a state of higher love, which is freedom, which you know by now because we talk about that all the time. Let's get one more out. Moon, like they said, by the end of this month, possibility for some of pulling it back together. And again, it's not a conscious thing. You can't consciously pull it back together. It only pulls back together organically, energetically, organically, through you letting go of it consciously and not even wanting it, and not even, you can know, right, when you're in place, that when you don't even think about this, I'll busy bee. So when you're busy in your physical life, right, you're hovering in the conclusion zone. It's beyond conclusion zone. They're now calling it head of a pin because it's coming down onto the head of the pin, right, where it pops through into the physical dimension. So the busier you are this month physically, the more engaged you are in the physical dimension. So you don't have time to consciously think about what is this energetic connection. Perhaps you're being brought into that location, because even that's not conscious. You can't consciously do that. It's just that unconsciously you're brought into that energy. Let's make her or him really, really busy right now. Let's bring loads of stuff in. And it's not shit hitting the fan stuff. It's not nasty, fierce stuff. It's just busyness. It's just doing stuff. It's all that Virgo stuff. tidying up, making lists, spring cleaning, cleaning out the closets, cleaning out the knife drawer, all those fascinating things, doing several loads of laundry in one day while simultaneously cleaning out the understairs cupboard. All those lovely things that Virgos love doing that keeps them busy, right? It's that. So I feel like some of you are going to be guided into, you repeatedly guided into that, but you are as a Virgo, you'll know it, you know that, right? You constantly, it's like every year you clear out your sock drawer, don't you? So just more of that. But at some point, that activity of clearing out the sock drawer is going to be about your physical reunion. That's all. Maybe this is it. Okay. Lots of love. See you in the next one. Bye.